But your best bet is for your other two separated generals in the Yellow Turban, one west, one north, to win their battles and then ally with them. You have a disposition toward good attitude with the other Yellow Turbans, so you get a free, like, bonus relation with them. So it's really like a militaristic kind of turtle-y, like you're supposed to consolidate as Her Yi. So you turtle a bit, attract all the coalition people to fight you, defeat them in your own territory, and then like follow them back to their homes and then take over their settlements or raid them, even. If you want to play very isolated and turtle so you don't overexpand, you could just follow their armies back home, raid and pillage their lands, and then come back and spend the money. Kelly McChess, thank you for the gift sub to Ulthor. Congrats, Ulthor. And thank you, Kelly McChess, for the generosity. Vintage Alfpog says, Etal rad for 9 months. What's up, Vintage? Have you played Total War before? Maybe just not this one? I don't know. We're going to look at new reforms. The last one we got was a bonus to population growth. All of them come with enlightenment. And all enlightenment helps us to ascend to the next rank. I am personally in favor of either new... I don't think I can really afford the good units. I'm not tempted to research the new units yet because I don't think I'm in a position to raise armies yet. Or pay for them. So I want stuff that is going to help us do those things. Like post-battle loot income, for example, would be helpful. Campaign movement range is just so good. We're going to be going east to west with only like 1 or 2 armies. We need to cover all of our bases. I'm in favor of campaign movement range second. So that's what we'll do. That'll be so helpful. Because notice how, like, I can move as far as I want to right now. It's not a problem, but I can only move as far as this shadow. So having 10% increase just lets you get that extra bit squeezed out. Okay. This farmland, Kongzhou should be pretty easy to take care of, but I'm going to save... this is going to be the food fight. I think that makes a lot of sense. I don't plan on doing this, but let's go find out what's over here. Who is this? Kongzhou, I think we should be able to handle you pretty easily. Balance of power is firmly in our side until we get there. I still think we could handle it. They just have a lot of archers. This is just farmland, right? So they're getting reinforced from the, let me move over a little bit so you guys can see. They're getting reinforced from the garrison on the farmland. 3 archer squads. I mean, we could starve them out for 1 turn. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. So since they have 0 supplies, they're actually just bleeding, hemorrhaging right now. So despite the fact that they're a farmland, they don't have any supplies built up. Which means if I choose to starve them out, they will start taking attrition damage. And I think you can see that. I know it's hard to see, because I am in the way. But you can see that little thin orange slice on the bar, and that's how much they will take attrition damage. So I am tempted to just let that ride for 1 turn. They might get angry and come out and try to fight me, which would work in my favor.
With heaven!
So we'll starve them out for a turn. Since they're already at 0. Now we just have to hope nobody sneaks in to attack me from behind. I think we've done everything we can do. Our money is kind of useless here until we get 3 grand. 3K I can start going straight to small city if I want to. 26, we're literally 26 gold away from just being able to upgrade to iron pits. So that's kind of funny. Which would not be a terrible idea. We get 2 better troops and we get an extra 100 income, but I really just need that extra build slot ASAP. Okay. Should be it, next turn. Let's see what happens. Did I choose my banner? I don't think so, no, it just comes with. But it's very fitting. Hey, Meritonopus is Go Streamer. I'll take it. All the help I can get. Well, welcome back for 9 months. Enjoy your 3 new trash tier emotes, guys. Don't know if you all saw them, but they're there. If you like them, great. If you don't, great. They're there anyways. We just replaced a couple that were already not being used. So may as well. As a rebellion, do you have high morale and general troop quality? Foynes, we, as Her Yi, are population focused, which means it's really easy to replenish troops, so I'm using a lot of cheap, expendable troops like peasant warriors with pitchforks. So we're gonna take heavy casualties, but we have 40% replenishment rates, which means you're intended to take heavy casualties because you can get your full army back for like little to no money. So we're using poor quality troops, but lots of them. Like a Zerg. All right, so he did come out into the field to fight us, as kind of I predicted. That means we'll probably be on the defensive. We're gonna see how this goes.
Mercy can come later. We have grim business to do.
First time we get to use Herman in combat, so I'm pretty excited about that. Normally he has something to say, but not this time. Silent but deadly. Look at our forces compared to that first fight that we had. We baptized by fire here. This is not good for guerrilla deployment, is it? So they're getting reinforced from over here. They could start anywhere on this field. We probably want... I'm just gonna take my guerrillas over here to the hillside and just have them sneak up on some archers. I don't know if this is not a forest though. This is like a rock. This is a forest, but it's really far away. This is a forest, but they might accidentally stumble onto my troops. Like, how hidden am I? How close can they walk without seeing me? You know? Like, if they're reinforcing from here, they probably aren't going to walk over those. Super hidden. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Just don't look at them. They're all lying down prone, probably. But that's what guerrilla deployment does. I want a lot more guerrilla deployment because it's just a really cool idea. Okay, we have 4 squads of archers now, and they are slightly different. We have peasant and yellow turban, which, as you can see, the yellow turban ones are just better all around, pretty much. They do more damage, they fight better, they are harder to kill, and they have higher morale. So, probably want to put yellow turban on the flank, but that's what you get for peasants. You get cheap, but you get cost efficient. I want to go like on this side. I think I want to kind of just bring the bad guys over here, if possible, and like fight up here on this hill instead of getting stuck in a rut down here. Okay, now notice I've also organized my troop by type. So if you want to do this as well, what you do is you go into interface and you do unit category sorting. Without unit category sorting, they separate by retinue. So if you don't want to separate by retinue, which I usually don't, because at least later in the game, maybe when I've themed them, but right now I don't have any theme, I just have a bunch of disparate troops. So you just pop into unit category sorting and bam, all your archers are together, all your peasant spearmen are together, all your peasant warriors are together, and you can just be like, 1, 2, 3, 4, come over here, please. 1, 2, come over here, please. And so on. Whoa, did not know about that option. Now you do. Now you do. I think it makes things a lot easier early game. But glad I could help. Alone, they're underwhelming. Yeah, they probably are, D. They're just there to be like, surprise! And sometimes the AI freaks out. Like, if the AI gets here, and then I go, surprise, heavy sword infantry behind you, then all of a sudden they're like, hold on, I don't know, do I want to go kill him or do I want to keep going forward? I'm not sure what to do, and then they'll freak out a little bit. So you just use them as like a birthday party surprise. Okay, so anyways, I want my assault troops at the front line, the ones who have decent, we're looking for range toughness here. So 50 range toughness. I know you can do advanced, but for the sake of the stream, we'll do this until we want to go in and actively compare. So 32 range toughness, 35 is okay. Maybe put them in the back behind. These are also unbreakable assault troops. Good in melee, weak against missile attacks, so I might just squad them up like this, kind of. Okay, excuse me. I forgot to alt move. That's my bad. Okay, so how I'm doing that is select, hold alt, left click, and hold the left click. Now you can release alt. So you can maintain formations and then hold control to spin, and that's probably the easiest way to maintain various formations, if you want to do that. So we got our light sword peasant warriors, aka they're not swords at all, by the way. They are actually pitchforks. And then we've got light spear infantry. We're gonna keep these basically by the archers at all times. Probably one on each side. Which means I want to move these guys, put them in their own squad. Whoops, I did it again. I'm sorry. I'm bad at what I do. Wait, these guys are unbreakable. The Sky Heralds? Right, they're unbreakable, but they're not ranged tough. All right, let me lock this in. These guys are number 1. I want to send Herman the Scholar with you.
Stand ready.
Archers are going to be number 4. So we're making command groups. What do we have over here? We got Peasant Spearmen, Militia of Virtue, frontline blocks melee attacks. Okay, Peasant Spearmen, huh? We're just gonna start them over here and just move them around. And we got our medium infantry captain division here too. All right, hurry, we're ready to go. Let's do this. Where are they? A pitchfork is just a sword bundle. You get more for the price. Hey, Scritches, what's up? How's it going? I feel like they might go for the smaller stack that's closer for them. They do if I reveal myself, but I'm hidden right now and I'm not moving. I'm gonna forget that guard mode is on. They're not even gonna guard anything. So we got a pretty easy squad first and foremost. It's the reinforcements that we need to be concerned about. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take archers and move them up to this position by this rock. And they can just shoot over it if they want to. So we're gonna toggle run. Blow the horns. I want peasant spearmen. Basically off to the side or behind. Behind works. And I don't think that they need to run. Are there any cavalry in the initial troop? I don't see any cav in the original troop. Unless they're hiding in the forest somewhere, but there's almost no forest. Okay, so you can go on one side and you can go on the other. It probably would have been better to reverse those, but that's fine. They're gonna crisscross. I want the sword squad. Sword squad to kind of run this way. Oops, hold on. Excuse me, sword squad to run kind of this way. Check. Who else do we need? We need to get the other spears. We have light spear infantry and some better spear infantry. We have pretty good range toughness on just this squad. Well, these guys are all okay. So we're gonna have spears kind of move forward. And put the weak ones that are weak to melee in the back. Then we've got a group of light sword infantry, aka the pitchforks. And the pitchforks are gonna be the messy, like, frontline guys. All right, let's just have everyone start to move out. Let's let everybody go. Start doing their thing. The reinforcements are gonna start popping in. I'm curious how this is gonna go. Hold on. Why are they running this way? They haven't discovered me, right? I'm still... Why am I hidden to them? All of my units are hidden right now. How come I can see them? Oh, I can see them because my my gorilla swords are apparently using primitive 190 AD radio technology to communicate with the rest of my troops. How would they be able to tell everyone else where they are? We have secret scouts over here, and they don't know where I am. That's so funny. They're using smoke signals. Look at them squat. They are squatting. I'm a little concerned about the trajectory they're taking. We're gonna be revealed in a moment. Basically, I'm just marching with everybody else. Tiredness is not a super big issue in romance, as it is in historical. So we probably don't even need these people to run anymore. Let's just march the old-fashioned way. So here's what we're really gonna do. They're going to rely on their overwhelming range. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 archers. So it's all about closing the gap to the archers. So what we're gonna do is get our position, wait for them to get into range, because they're the ones attacking us in the open field. And then once they do get into range, we're gonna sprint to close the gap. How are we still hidden though? So these guys are gonna be a little exposed in the front. We can just kind of stop them in their tracks. Like right here is good. I'm afraid they're gonna accidentally stumble upon my bros over there, the heavy sword. But they haven't found, I'm not even moving. I'm not budging. If these guys get revealed, they're dead. This is very, very sad. They're in the forest. This is like, these 6 trees are representative of a forest. It's like when they cut down the entire Amazon rainforest and they plant like 20 saplings and they're like, nah, it's fine, guys. It's fine. It's still a forest. This is just representative of a much larger forest that they're hiding in. Why did you send guys in with flags? Shh, shh, just be very quiet. They don't know. Hold on, they're running now. They're running now, so I need to chill. Okay, so we need to kind of slightly adjust our position here. Let's go ahead and freeze. We're going to adjust behind this rock. Archers all behind the rock. Honestly, they can just walk. We're gonna move Assault Squad A off to the side. This is like primary Assault Squad. We're gonna get, the Spearmen, do they have any cavalry? This is the first Total War stream I've caught. Well, this is also a brand new Total War game, She's the Worst. So, basically what we're doing is we're playing rock, paper, scissors. So, like, people with swords are typically assault role, and it's their job to go chase down, well, actually it would be cavalry's job to go chase down the infantry, but since we don't have any, it's a rock, paper, scissors game. So, right, like archers, you use them from range, and one icon represents an entire army, right? And then you're trying to snipe people with less armor and lure them into ranged traps. Then you're supposed to get your assault troops to go take out the anti-cav. You're supposed to use your anti-cav to take out the cavalry. You're supposed to take the cavalry to take out the archers. And you're supposed to take the archers to take out pretty much everybody, depending on what kind of archer they are. So, it's like a huge game of maneuvering rock, paper, scissors. Okay, so Let's move up. Just slightly.